Shannon Sharpe was out there showing out in LA. Okay. The Memphis Grizzlies were in town. The Memphis Grizzlies were in town. You know, Ja Morant, Dillon Brooks, Steven Adams, all them boys. Ja Daddy. Okay. Ja Daddy was about T Morant. T Morant is he the most famous
I drank
basketball dad now?
What you think T Morant drank? He got to be a brown guy.
Yeah, he from down here. He got to be.
He got to be a brown guy. He got to be brown.
He got to be that. I'm a bet on Crown Royal.
I don't know. He might be a yak guy.
Purple bagging.
I can see a yak dude right there.
Well, whatever the case, all them boys acting like they were drunk last night. Okay, so we need to talk about it because folks is showing out, America. They showing out.
It's too much, man.
So we got to talk about it. All right. But before we do, make sure y'all go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'm your homeboy first. That's my brother Tim G. Jacob, and this is the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game.
Yes, sir.
Put it on something. You feel me? Make sure you put all your people on it. All right, put us in those group texts and y'all Facebook groups, all that. You want to be one of the realest ones, go ahead and join the channel and feel free to hit that cash out. But T,
yeah.
All right, man, look. They telling me that one of the all-time great trash talkers, Shannon Sharpe, was up here courtside watching his boy LeBron James. He ain't no Laker fan. He a LeBron fan. We all know, okay?
Right.
I'm a real Lakers fan, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But he's a LeBron fan, so he supports LeBron. From what I understand, from what I read, they're saying to me that he told Dillon Brooks, "You too small to guard LeBron."
Okay.
And that Dillon Brooks said, "F you." Okay. All right.
So Shannon said that to him at halftime.
I don't know. Now that part wasn't in what I read. Okay. So I don't know if he said it at halftime or he said it.
Probably said it on the show
in the midst of guarding him or whatever. But Dillon Brooks said, "Fuck you." Shannon Sharpe replied, "Fuck you." A whole lot of more shit talk transpired after that. All I know, I get a clip on my phone of Steven Adams walking over that way. I got Ja mouthing off. I got Shannon smartly probably turning away from Steven Adams and focusing his attention on T Morant and telling him, "I bet you won't. I bet you won't. I bet you won't." Okay. And they taking his ass on back somewhere. T still going off a little bit. T probably off that brown a little bit. Now I'm gonna be 100. I don't know if T wanted that. Okay. Shannon Sharpe, big ass dude. Now Steven Adams probably well equipped for that.
Steven Adams' nickname is No Flinch.
Steven Adams was walking over there, and I didn't even really see his face get emotional. You know what I'm saying? That make you think like that little motherfucker probably ain't.
He been doing that before.
Them screws might not be tight. You know what I'm saying? But I will be forthright. Shannon Sharpe didn't get kicked out. Well, I told y'all, black celebrity privilege is a motherfucker now. Didn't get kicked out.
Right.
And him and T Morant did publicly, do the black man embrace. You know what I'm saying?
The bro hug.
You know all that, okay?
So watch T Morant hands though. I'm just saying.
Now I feel passionately about this only because of how Shannon Sharpe cut up after Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all know that momentarily. But T, what were your thoughts on this incident?
Did Shannon have some of that? Is it Laportier? Laportier. Did he have some of that? Prior to.
I don't even think that boy drank for real. He take a little sip of that stuff on that show.
You probably right. A little bit much, I would say. I don't really know what couple words from a guy like Dillon Brooks, who he act like he an enforcer, but Dillon Brooks ain't like that. Let's just be for real. He ain't like that. I know he got them things twisted up, one on each side. He looked like he, could could wear some colors or something, you know, appearance wise. But I don't think Dillon Brooks is just like that.
Okay.
Okay, so getting all caught up with what Dillon Brooks talking about, I don't really get why Shannon would get caught up with that, but he did. And maybe
Are you being a colorist right now, like our brother Joseph Ford?
no,
The
no,
fact
no,
that
no,
that
no,
Dylan Smith is a yellow boy.
no. I just don't
I
buy
mean,
into.
Dylan Brooks. I apologize.
I just don't buy into Dillon Brooks being this tough guy. I just don't
Right.
buy into it.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know, like tough guys like Anthony Mason, you knew that. You
Right.
know, Bill and Bill or Mahorn or, you know, guys that literally would like knock you out of the air,
Mm-hmm.
or like want to snatch your soul out your chest. Cool. But I just don't buy into Dillon Brooks. So that's why I was like, why are you so caught up with what this dude's saying? Like Dillon Brooks is he's just a pest. I mean, really, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but you know, it was good TV. It was good entertainment. It allowed me to have a hour and a half conversation about madness like this, talking about this because I was at work when I saw it. So, you know, it was pretty impressive that, you know, it got to that level that fast.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I don't know. I guess once T Morant came up and said whatever, it didn't matter what really T would have said. Shannon was already on 10. So T walking over and saying something, it might have been something like, hey man, cool out, man. You know, they like you know, and
Now I
then
saw some clip make
okay.
it seem like Ja told Shannon Sharpe, sit your ass down.
Mhm. Well, that's true.
So that probably would have led to some, and then T,
Well, that's true.
that's his son. So I ain't
That's
no
true.
telling. I ain't no telling.
That's true. It was good TV. It was good for social media. It did liven up a Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed a little staged to me, to be honest.
All right, T.
I mean, just to be honest, I
Uh,
think it was a little staged.
T, why would they stage that,
I
T?
mean, ESPN needs clicks
T there.
with
T,
ads and things like that. Clicks. It
America,
seemed
my
very
brother,
staged.
has become a conspiracy theorist on me.
I'm just saying, it looked really staged.
See
I
that?
don't think Shannon was gonna put hands on nobody. Shannon got a check to go get with Skip. And we all know we didn't talked about on this show, him and Skip, you know, and that whole dynamic.
Yeah.
You know, you've talked about it. So I mean, you know, that's neither here nor there. But it just, you know, it was like, it was good. It was funny. Shannon was amped up. Nice sweater. Nice sweater.
Right.
Big Mama did some cold things with that sweater. She knitted
Right.
that up real nice. That looked really, you know, really warm. It was good that he was still on the baseline. I mean, still on the sideline, after the half. Once everything got calmed down and all that, and he was able to even let the refs know that Desmond Bain stepped out of bounds at the end of the game, you
Well,
know.
I saw one person tweet out they don't want to see Russ and LeBron remove no fans no more. Because if Shannon can do that and still remain in the game, they say they don't want to see LeBron coming over there and point nobody out and getting them kicked out no more.
Well, I don't know now. Slow down.
Well, yeah.
We'll slow down now because it was different. Some of them situations was a little different, especially with Russ. A little different. Like,
No, I mean Shannon was threatening to fight them boys too. That too.
yeah, it wasn't nothing gonna happen. It was too many bodies in the building to have something like that happen. It wasn't gonna go down like that. It
Right.
wasn't gonna go down like that. And I mean, really, it's hurting Memphis. What they gonna do to Shannon? Like, okay, just take his regular season tickets or something, or take his tickets maybe.
Uh-huh.
I mean, but Memphis, you lose guys for several games or better. I mean, yeah, that's smart. And it's your key guys. It's Steven Adams and Ja and Dillon Brooks. You don't need that. So again, I say NBA is entertainment, and I think it was purely entertainment on Friday night.
See that? That's just silly. That's just silly. Well, America, I'm gonna give you this about it. Yeah, remember I told y'all about Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe when they would run their goddamn mouth when Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. First of all, I was wondering what the fuck that had to do with sports.
Absolutely.
Nothing to do with sports. You had an actor slap a comedian at the Oscars. not at the fucking ESPYs, at the Oscars. Now, he won the Oscar for a sports movie, but you ain't never seen these motherfuckers even talk about the movie.
Mm-mm.
Okay? But what took me aback was them boys acting like Will Smith smacking Chris Rock was an indictment on black men. Like, oh, we can't be doing this kind of stuff because this is what white America expects of us. Look, it's always us. It's us. This is literally this is from Shannon Sharpe. He was telling Skip Bayless, it's us. It's us. And then he sat up there and said about Will Smith, you didn't slap the person who was entangled with your wife.
Mm-hmm.
Well, real ones around America are saying, your ass wasn't telling Skip Bayless, I bet you won't. Skip Bayless said, put your glasses back on. You
Or
didn't
just
tell
simply
him,
F you. Simply F you.
what about tell him, I bet you won't come over here and make me put them back on.
That too.
Okay. But so some would argue he taking out some of that frustration. That boy Skip done got that man hot and frustrated, and he know he can't buck with Skip because they'll lose that fucking check. But he's sitting up here bucking with these boys. But again, he moved out there, Steven Adams. Good, look, Steven Adams,
No
damn
flinch.
near 7 feet tall. I love the fight game. I love boxing.
No flinch.
That boy probably got an 84-inch reach.
He beat heavyweight champ of the world in 3 years.
Shannon, you're better off dealing with Skip Bayless than Steven Adams. You're better off, brother. You're better off. Shit. Let that old white man talk shit to you, then sit up here and want to bow up with these 20-somethings. But he went ahead and turned to Ja Morant.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he probably can handle Ja. Ja probably $175 soaking wet. Okay?
He wasn't going to get the job. Not with no flinch standing there.
That's the motherfucker. That's the motherfucker that's going to move some shit.
Okay.
That's the motherfucker that was going to move some shit.
And
And now look, let me be forthright. I ain't trying to get no hand with no goddamn Steven Adams either. That's why I carry weapons everywhere I go, Jack. I got pistols and knives, or if I can't bring them shits in there, I'm looking around. What can I grab and hit a motherfucker with? So, you know what I'm talking about?
Hey, man, the basketball Jason Momoa ain't going.
But this is my thing. I understood where Shannon was coming from. Shannon Sharpe is a Hall of Fame type. Shannon Sharpe, as of right now, we think Ja on a Hall of Fame trajectory, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so he's on the trajectory. Dillon Smith ain't. I mean, Dillon. My young boy.
Shout out to the young.
Dillon Brooks. Shout out Dillon. I know you're gonna watch. He loves our national topic, so I know he gonna watch this.
Yeah.
My bad, Dillon. My bad, son.
Yeah.
Okay. Dillon Brooks, not on no Hall of Fame arc right now. They probably would have to win like numerous titles for like some of them kind of guys to be getting
he's the guard Draymond Green.
Yeah, and you see Draymond, if they didn't have all them titles, Draymond wouldn't be going no Hall of Fame because they got the titles he is. But right now, like Ja, the only one on the Hall of Fame arc.
Yeah,
Shannon Sharpe is that. He was the tight end of the 90s.
Right.
Okay. And he was the shit talker, probably. Would you say he the shit talker of the 90s?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Think just across the board.
Yeah, absolutely.
The board that was John Randall used to talk a lot of shit.
John talked that talk. Shannon was animated though. His was just entertaining, very very entertaining. John Randall was a crazy mofo now.
Yeah, he crazy.
He was crazy.
As a Packer fan, I can tell you that's crazy. He great player,
absolutely great.
He great though. Try to think Warren Sapp,
because you got the Shannon joint. You remember the one where he called him on the phone,
yeah,
and was telling them to bring the
National Guard,
the this, the that.
So that's what he do. So I expect that from Shannon Sharpe. I expect if somebody done told him "fuck you," like this ain't just you ain't talking to Chris Broussard on the sideline. You ain't talking to Rob Parker, Nick Wright. You talking to another jock. You talking to another jock. So I expect that. My thing is, why did Shannon Sharpe do Will Smith the way he did him? But you sat up here in front of the same white folks and in Hollywood at that.
Mm-hmm.
So some of them same white folks that were at the Oscars up in there watching you act a fool now. And did that set us back? Because Ja Morant and Shannon Sharpe acting a fool? No, it didn't. Of course it didn't. You know what I'm saying? But the hypocrisy of these motherfuckers, man.
P had a song called Bourbons and Lags. This was for the clicks and likes, man. It's for the clicks and likes.
See, this was not staged.
This
Stop
was
it.
for the very much the clicks and likes.
Stop it, T.
I'm just saying. It's
Stop
for the
it.
clicks and likes.
What you
I'm just
drinking
saying.
over
Nut. It's empty now. It was tequila. I'm on tequila, man. That's about
there? America,
30.
y'all chime in, tell us what y'all thought about Shannon Sharpe showing his ass out there in LA. All right? Put it on some.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?